Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry. And we are back for some additional Subnautica action here today. I mean, I guess that implies that there was some previous Subnautica action on the same day. Keyboard, what are you doing? Stop doing what you're doing. Stab it. But yes, I have been making some adjustments to the old habitat because I'm getting ready to expand as we get more stuff just for the sake of efficiency, because if I'm gonna bother to build stuff, I might as well build stuff, you know? So the first thing I did was I moved around some of my storage containers, because these lockers, they take up like wall space, and if you get too many, like, you get claustrophobic in your own house, so that's not really a great thing. But I expanded with a second moon pool, which took a bit to farm up for. Well, actually, it took a while for me to farm because I got this and most of the stuff for the Cyclops. So now I have a spot to put my prawn suit. And that's what the top hatch is actually for. Normally you get in the front, but with this, it actually lets you get into the top so that it actually makes sense how you get in and out. Otherwise, this thing is gonna have to pull the whole suit like way up out of the water, and that may or may not make a whole heck of a lot of sense. So there you have it. I also put a fabricator in here because, you know, getting in and out of vehicles all the time, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here. And I put my posters in here because it just seemed like a good place to put them. Although, mind the gap a little bit here. Yeah, definitely mind the gap. Oh, and they're being held by, like, a futuristic clip. And by futuristic, I mean the same kind of clip you can buy at the Container Store right now. So, yeah, that's all hunky-dory, binky-bory. I've also gotten started with another habitat to build some plant stuff in, but since I don't really know... Keyboard, what are you doing? Keyboard, stop doing what you're doing, keyboard. Keyboard, thank you. Sorry, my keyboard's been hinking up on me lately. I think I need to put the transmitter in a different spot. I got lots of cables here that might be interfering with it. So yeah, I also put a hatch here to get in and out faster. Because who knows where I'm gonna get in and out from. So yeah, what do I have to build that Cyclops? I have most of it. But I left them all in here, the materials, because I am, like, losing my mind with all the stuff I need. So I need to build an advanced wiring kit. So I need, like, some gold. I don't actually remember. What do I need for an advanced wiring kit? Gold and a computer chip, which I made a couple of them before. Because they're expensive and I had some of the materials, so I was like, why not just do the thing? So there we go, we'll need one of those for the Cyclops, because it's fancy. We're gonna need 3 lead. Do I have enough lead? I feel like I don't have enough lead. I have 2 of the enameled glass, because I still need to go and get, stuff to make... Actually, no, I have stuff to make the glass. I just need to get another stalker tooth, because I couldn't find one at the time. I have the plat steel... ingots? What did I need? 3? So I need to make 1 more. And that's gonna take lithium, which I think I have. And then I need a lube. So I need lead and tooth. So yeah, that's on the to-do for today. And then we'll make a Cyclops. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we'll be super duper fancy prancy. I have been slowly removing the garbage from out back of my house, is the takeaway here. So basically, the way that these stalker teeth work, and the reason why they're kind of a pain in the butt to get, is you gotta find the stalkers, and you gotta find where they are playing with this junk. And presumably, on the ground where they're playing with this junk, they'll have broken off a tooth. Now, I wish I hadn't used my previous stalker teeth to make stuff for the prawn suit, because I could have really done with the ability to scan for and locate more of them. So here's one. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this one, Gonna go back to base. I'm gonna drive over to the scanning room. And then I am going to use the scanning room to find the rest of the ones in the vicinity, because I'm close enough to that area where I should be able to just find that stuff. Now, I haven't decided once I have the Cyclops what I'm going to use to go about exploring, if I'm going to go with the prawn suit or the sea moth or both. I don't necessarily know how much of everything I can keep together in one place, but, you know, here's hoping. So there we go. I'm gonna scan for basically everything in the vicinity. So there's already one that I can work with. And I'm gonna leave that thing on scan mode to find these things, and we're gonna go back out and find all of these. So this is exactly why I love the scan room. So I guess what this means is I have to build a base in areas where there's like a rare material that I need a lot of, and we're going to use this to find it, ostensibly. So I can't scan these creature eggs. I can pick them up. You'd think you could scan them to figure out what they are. So here's what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna actually scan the stalker while he's here. This is the easiest way to scan animals, basically. So I can have this in my repertoire, and then I can actually scan for where all the local critters are. That way I know. So I can be wary and avoid them, more or less. Boy, there's a lot of these now that I'm looking for them. Oh boy. And I am going to stock up, because more of these can spawn is the nice thing. At least unless I murder all the stalkers. I wonder, I bet the Subnautica team has updated the game so that you can actually get more of these animals to spawn now. Whereas before it was anyone's guess. Because before you could basically, I've had some test playthroughs where I was just killing everything. Like spending oodles of time just mauling and destroying the ecosystem, and a lot of it wouldn't respawn. Or maybe I just wasn't giving it enough time to respawn. But either way, like, it was possible to destroy the already delicate environment. The other thing I found out is that, when I get diseased enough that I'm gonna start to die, the Karar virus will start to make my hands get covered in green pustules. So I'll occasionally have to remove my gloves so that I can see whether or not I'm dying. Which seems fair, admittedly. It seems like a fair way to go about handling that. So I don't need to put anything in there for the moment. I'll stick all these stalker teeth in here. I only need to keep one. And then we'll use that to make the glass. And I had more lithium. That's stalker teeth. Is this lithium? I think I needed like 2. I guess I can make extra enameled glass. What did I get? What did I equip that quartz for then? Alright, well we have basically everything we need now. So let's poke our heads up here. And we will make ourselves a Cyclops. Isn't it nice when I do this stuff off camera so we're not wasting a whole episode just gathering shit? Okay, so there you have it. I could probably turn the scan room off because as those stalkers drop more teeth, they're going to continue to show up on my HUD. Although I can just take the chip out of my brain. Oh, I need the lead still. Well, crap. Alright, first let's turn the scan room off. Actually, we could set it to pick up lead, I guess. Maybe? Silver? Well, I guess I don't have any lead on hand to scan, so that's kind of pointless. Okay, well, I know where lead happens to be, so we're just gonna go grab some. Are you crunked? No, you're not. And you have full energy, which is good.
systems online.
Alright. Let's turn off some beacons here. I don't need... Why is the escape pod... Okay. The escape pod beacon was off, but it turned itself back on. So I was trying to find my escape pod originally because somebody said on the Steam forums that you could find the air gel sacks, or the air sacs, in the ravines by the Aurora. And I went by the ravines where they said it was in their little video, and there was some in their video, but there was none for me. So I guess that tells you that not all of that stuff is in the exact same place for everyone. So that's one lead. Lead's in the reddish mineral deposits, I take it, so we'll just go over here. Do I need to scan these? No. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I'm trying to collect all the scans that I can for two reasons. A, I'm getting to be a little bit of a completionist in this game. Not a great one, but a little bit of one. And B, it'll tell me what is actually important in the environment for me to pay attention to if something new that needs scanning pops up. But if I'm constantly, like, having stuff pop up that needs scanning that's old, I just won't know. So that kind of makes it a little awkward. Let's scan you, too, just for the hell of it. Come here. Nope, nope. Just let me scan you. Just let it happen. Okay. Indigenous life form, the Jelly Ray. Oh, Jelly Ray, you're so adorable. I need to eat sometime in the not-too-distant future as well. But that's of a lesser importance to me at present. I only need one more lead to do the thing, but I could probably get a spare one so that I can scan for this stuff in the future. I always need more salt because I'm constantly making water, or purifying water, and there's not a lot of air sac fish around here to give me that, so that's just how this is gonna go, really. Okay, that was a lithium. Ooh, you're a disease sucker, aren't you? I'm gonna go ahead and swim away from you. So let's see here. Doop doop doo. So I also found out that if I can get away from hitting everything here, I also discovered that if we go back to the mother mushroom tree, wherever the hell it is, that might have contained air gel sacs as well. Because that technically counts as like a deep enough cave that like stuff will just be in there. So I could have gone there potentially. Might stop by just to see. Because you never really know. I should also look up a list of all the stuff in this game that you can collect and grow. I'm feeling like that's going to be an increasingly important feature of the game. Cause like, I don't want to go back to the blood kelp area all the time because there's warpers, and warpers are really weird to try and deal with.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
So I went over trying to find those air gel sacs and floated by. I didn't even go in the area, and two warpers showed up, warped me out of my ship, and started trying to touch me in places that I wasn't sure that I wanted them to touch me. Now, from what I've read about the warpers, they are created by the precursor race. The people that built the research facilities on this planet in order to control the outbreak of the Karar virus, or bacteria, or infection, or whatever. And we're gonna call it the infection. And they only really attack things that are super infected, that they can tell are like, that's a thing that needs to die. To kind of take control and stem the tide of the deadly outbreak. Sounds fine in theory. Not so great when I'm trying to save the world from itself. Or in this case, just my own ass. Because I don't want to die. So there you have it. And now we're back to where we were, ostensibly. Trying not to let everything eat us. The first time I saw the warpers, they were chill with me. I guess I've advanced along far enough in the disease route that it's like, no bueno to let me stay alive. So I was looking at what I need to do to get some more upgrades, and essentially what I was being told by the wiki, without trying to like stem the tide of spoilers for myself, because my god, the wiki is full of spoilers, and not all of them are labeled as such, is I gotta go to the deeper ruins, wrecks, and there are some bases somewhere left by the survivors of the Degassi, which is the people that built stuff on that island. Island, of course, I need to revisit because I got a bunch of growable stuff from the island and didn't realize that all that stuff would rot. So I have a bunch of rotten seeds in the base, which I'm sure you may have noticed when I was opening up some of my storage containers. I have been slowly using as fuel for the bioreactor. Let's see if I can get one more thing of lead somewhere, and then that should make me pretty much happy with our little excursion here. And then we can go build the Cyclops when it becomes daytime, and then we will attempt to do some deep sea exploring. Perhaps. I might, depending on how good the depth control is on it, how deep we can go by default. I may have to build some depth modules for it. And then we're gonna go get ourselves some swank new technology. Gov? So let's see here. That's not what I wanted. That's lithium. I'm really kind of set on lithium for the most part at present. Was that mother tree over this way or some way somewhere? I know we encountered, like, what could have been the mother tree. So I'm feeling like we could go find it again. That's silver. I'm also full of stuff. What am I full up on? Like, oh, I have 3. Let's drink my wee-wee just to make room. Where did that silver go? Well, it's gone, so that's fine. I didn't need the silver anyway, I need lead. Oh, is this the mother tree? That is... no, that's just a rock. That's not what we needed at all. Something does sound like a straight-up dolphin, though. Like in the distance. Dolphins just kind of happen. I think that's the inlet that leads to the floating islands, probably. That's the exposed ruin where I was getting stuff. So there was some scanning... not scanning, modification station frag. Could you not, sir? Could you not? Could you not? Alright, well I'll get spare lead later, because lead is not presenting itself easily. And I am not about wasting a horrendous amount of time trying to find it, so we're just gonna go about our business here. I'm gonna have a swig of my delicious coffee. And we're gonna park this, because I'm not going to need it in a second. I like how... look at that, I like how the prawn suit's legs just dangle out of your facility, too. Like, so elegant it is. Okay. So first thing, I need to make lunch, because I'm gonna, like, start dying. Let's make a cooked peeper. Jeepers peepers. See, the only thing I don't like about the peepers when you eat them is that they look back at you and they ask why. And I'm just not about answering that question today. It's because you're delicious, Timmy, alright? Do I really need to spell it out for you? If you didn't want to be eaten, stop evolving so provocatively tasty, and we wouldn't have this problem. Okay. So let's pop up onto here. And click on this. There we go. This thing is really expensive, by the way, like supremely expensive.
New
And
blueprint acquired.
whoa, that looks really cool.
The Cyclops is
Yeah.
designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Well, don't worry, computer. I am none of those things. I'm not 3 people, and I'm not an experienced helmsman. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure. Where is the hatch again? I don't even remember. Is this the hatch? Nope. Board. Yep, here we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Oh, yes. I forgot that he sounds like Jarvis. Fuck yeah. Or kind of like an evil Jarvis. Okay, here's the power core. I like, was there always 6 upgrade spots? And there's a bunch of power cores. I know it's got like 6 of those. This thing is really expensive to run. Why can't I just have a nuclear power ion drive or some shit in here? Seems like so much effort to not have that. Okay, this is silent running mode. Where is silent running? Oh, I can, that's right, I can colorize this from inside. That's the health bar. How deep does this go? Engine offline. Alright. This thing goes to 500 meters. Not bad. Not great. What is that? External floodlights. Why are the engines offline?
Engine powering up.
That was...
Ahead slow. Ahead standard. Ahead flagged. Emergency speed.
Oh, that's...
Vessel tilting. Excessive noise.
Okay, so noise is a more important thing now. I guess other stuff will be, like, really keen on touching me in places if I'm not careful. So, obviously, we don't have... Obviously, we don't have what's required to, What is beeping?
Ahead flagged. Ahead emergency speed.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn the lights back on in here, because I can't see shit. So, back when I first started playing this, a couple of things. The first was, this thing was indestructible and could go anywhere and as deep as you wanted, and nothing bad would happen to it. And now it doesn't do that. Now it can sink and get filled with water, and I'm gonna have to make sure I have a full charge on my battery before I go in here and start dinking. I do like the new holograms, though, that tells me what's going on where. And... I guess this is cool. This will actually tell me where this thing gets fucked up. I wish it had room for 2 vehicles, not just 1. But I guess beggars can't be stuff. Oh, I'm like right up. Okay, that is not going to work. I thought I was like gently nestled right here. I was wrong. Completely wrong. In every way was I wrong about that. Okay. Yeah, that is not what's up right now. Okay, so driving this is a hell of a lot harder than it looks. By the way. Okay. I wish you could see better, but you can't. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back all the way out of here. And then I'm just going to get so I can, like, see where I am perpendicular to stuff. And I'm sure something was about to try and bite me in the ass. Because they always do. The other thing is you can move stuff physically in here. Like, you can have, like, crafting stations and stuff. And I guess I have a vehicle bay already built into this thing. Like an upgrade station. Oh, and these storage containers are usable too. So this is basically your home away from home. So this was the design intent of my base, was so that I could put the Cyclops here. Did they make this thing physically bigger? I feel like it's bigger than it used to be. Like, I really do. This thing is ridiculous. On every level, this thing is redonk. Alright, so... I'm gonna start packing stuff up so that we can go explore with this bad boy. How deep does this thing go by default? 900? Yeah, it does. Alright. Alright, settle down, prawn suit. Holy shit. Ooh, I forgot about that part. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So this is the prawn suit. It currently has a storage container and a depth upgrade. I feel like I want to continue to upgrade this before we leave. So I'm probably going to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that needs to happen. So let's pop back out of here. And let's see what we need to build other upgrades. So first, I'm gonna need to get a bunch of stuff to build like a fabricator in there. I'm gonna build some extra storage in there. I'm gonna build like a battery charger. Can make a wiring kit with the silver that I have. What was I gonna make? A depth module? Like a couple of them? Okay. That requires wow, and nickel ore. Where do you get nickel ore? And a depth module Mark 1. Oh, these are to upgrade a Mark 1 into a Mark 2. Where do I build a Mark 1? Like, I have an extra one somewhere. It was previously in my inventory. But, I don't got it now. And then I can make one of these as a deployable. So let's make a wiring kit since I got that stuff on hand. And then... so I have enough for 2 of these. And then I need some titanium, which is in here. Was it in here? I guess I don't have that. Yeah, I'll make a couple of decoys, because that'll allow the Cyclops to get away without being torn into 13 different little pieces. Okay, but no, this is really cool. We're gonna drive this around next time. I'm gonna fit it with stuff. And then this will become our home away from home, so it doesn't take 13 years to get places. I'm gonna look up what's going on with that mission that goes back to the Aurora in the captain's quarters, because I don't trust that that's not gonna set off like a chain of events which will be timed. So we'll get there little by little, I feel like is the plan. So I'm gonna leave it off there. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far. I've been your host, Larry. I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.